Are you looking for a family vehicle that's practical, easy for a family of four to get in and out of, good for cargo and great on gas? Have you ever thought of something a little Italian? Well, the little Italian car has grown up. The Fiat 500 now has a bigger sibling, the 500L. They tell us that L doesn't stand for longer or larger, it actually stands for loft. We're here in Baltimore where these cars arrive from Europe to check it out.
It's a very unique design. It really starts with the interior, maximizing the volume of the interior, but having a very small exterior footprint. Really more of a loft-like space. We really, started from the inside and worked out. Very panoramic viewpoint from the windshield to the side glass, very thin pillars, wrap around windshield around the vehicle and around the rear of the car as well. Panoramic sunroof to let a lot of light in to open up the space. Really beautifully designed body that's very Italian in character, and a lot of the DNA from the 500, especially in the front end.
Now, a lot of people would think that they just made the Fiat 500 bigger using the same components. Not the case. There's virtually no shared components between the 500 and the 500L. And when you get on the inside, you notice that. With the 500, you might remember it has that bright applique across the dash that matches the exterior color of the car. With this vehicle, it's got a soft touch dash. It's got some nice sort of Teflon feeling plastic on the front here. And what I like most is the radio now has a rotary dial. It doesn't have the push buttons, which I don't like in the regular Fiat 500. What you notice first and foremost is a massive amount of glass here with the pillars in the front windshield that take a little bit of getting used to. So overall, what you're looking for is an increased sense of volume, and you get that. 42% more interior space than the regular 500. The back seat is much bigger with almost a flat floor, easy for kids to get in and out of. The seats have quite a bit of legroom and obviously plenty of headroom. The cargo space is bigger as well. So it's the same character as the Fiat 500L, but developed for a whole new market.
They're not going to appeal to everybody. We don't want to blend in. We don't want to produce a commodity. We don't want to design a vehicle that just is sort of vanilla. So we want to do vehicles that are distinctive, that are unique, that make a statement. We think that there's a market for people that need the space, that have families, that have a lot of use for this type of vehicle, but want to have a strong character and want to make a statement. Just because you have a family or you need a larger vehicle with space, it doesn't mean you need to give up a unique style and just blend in. So it's not for everyone, but we think there's a good market there.
Well, one of the key things that we did when we brought the vehicle over was introduce a completely unique powertrain for North America. We're putting the 1.4 turbo that's found in our 500 Abarth as standard equipment in this 500L. And what it provides is a vehicle that has very acceptable performance, fun to drive in the B segment. So I think that's one of really the biggest unique things that was done on the car.
This car is going to be available with 3 transmissions. 6-speed manual, which is kind of nice. A lot of people gripe that there's no manuals left anymore. The dual clutch automatic transmission with 6 gears. Now for those that are not aware, that's 2 clutches at play. It's basically a manual transmission automatically controlled. And then a conventional 6-speed automatic transmission will be coming early part of 2014. Now we have the dual clutch one here. At slower speeds, it can be a little bit jerky on and off, which is the clutches actually really engaging like a manual transmission would. Not as refined as, say, the Volkswagen DSG transmission. For somebody that wants an automatic transmission and the greatest efficiency, this is the one that you should look at. But if you're not enjoying that slightly jerky start off the line, then the conventional automatic that's coming later might be the one you opt for. Now the noise and dampening of this vehicle is excellent. First of all, you've got a longer wheelbase compared to the 500, which can be kind of choppy over bumps. Then they've added in new Koni frequency selective dampening shocks, which do a great job of evening out some small bumps. It's quiet in here, so it feels more like a sedan than it does like a small little hatchback. This Fiat 500 kind of reminds me of the trick that Jeep did several years ago. They had the 2-door Jeep Wrangler that we all know and love, and then they came out with a 4-door version called Unlimited. That vehicle is so successful now it sells more than the two-door version. Same thing with the 500. People go into the showroom, they like the Italian style, the flair, and they look at it and they say, you know, that's just a little bit too small for what we need. Now, they have a four-door version. Same kind of thing they did with Jeep. This is going to open up a whole new market for the Fiat brand. It still has the unique Italian styling, wonderful design on the inside, great outward visibility, a peppy turbocharged engine, and the top model is around $26,000. So instead of looking at a small SUV, some people might be looking at a 500L.
Remember, extended reviews of many of our segments are available online at drivingtelevision.com.
So if a family is looking at this vehicle as their primary get-around town vehicle, what did you do to make it more convenient for North Americans? Like, what things did you